to create a web page where students do not have to scroll. They just have a set of links at the top section of the Moodle website, and that takes them to different web pages. This is how I have set it up. First off, in the summary section of your topic area, just click on the Edit Summary button, and you can either enter pictures or you can enter the terms that are going to become the links that take the students to the different sections. And as you can see, I'm going to have 3 links, one to resources, one to assignments, and one to quizzes. Next, you'll want to set up a web page for each set of links. So I just put a little label here to identify what this section is. Now I'm going to add a resource, and I'm going to add a page resource, and I'm going to call it resources because that is the link. And I'll just say this link is for student resources. That's just my description. Notice that down below is where the page content will be. So I'm going to say that I want students to have a link to Google and a link to Yahoo and maybe some other things. Those are just pretty minor things, and I'll just do some little formatting here, and I'll make my link to Google, and I'll make my link to Yahoo. And of course we can continue to add more resources to our math or our language arts or whatever websites that we have. And I will just hit, for right now I'm going to hit Save and Display and show you what I'm going to do with that. So this is the website, and what I want to do is come up to the top to the address bar and click in it and do a right click and copy. I want to copy this web page address so that when I go back to the home page, I can edit, and on the resources I can make a link to that page. And I'll just Control V or right click and paste to insert that link. And then I'll save it. And now notice that this will link to this resource, where I can add all the websites or whatever other resources I have for the students. I can just list them right here on this web page. And now for the next web page, I'm going to add another resource, page resource, and this one's going to be called Assignments, Description, and the content. And I'll just indent those and maybe make them a little bit bigger and bolder. And I'll save and display. And again, I will highlight and copy that address. I will edit the topic summary section, where I will highlight the word assignments and go to the link button and then right click and paste, insert that, and save it. And now you can see that this link will take me to this web page. And I will have one more web page where I will add a resource, a page resource, and save and display. I will again highlight the address. I think you've got the idea now. I'm going to copy that address, and that then becomes my link for this one. So I will edit, highlight the word, click on the link, right click and paste, and insert. Now for the most part we are set up. I have 3 links at the top that go to these 3 web pages, and as these 3 web pages gather more and more information, I can change them right here on this site. Down under assignments, let's say I add an assignment, an online text. Okay, very quick little write a poem about yourself, and I'll save and display that. This is a student assignment. Write a poem about yourself. Not a very good assignment, but I'll highlight the address, right click, copy it, Now I want to go to the assignment web page and I can edit it. And this is assignment 1, so I highlight it and I link it with a right click and a paste. So you can see that now as the students click on assignments, these links will become highlighted and clickable as the teacher adds more content throughout the length of the course. Now there's one more thing you have to do, because even if you turn editing off or if you go into student view, you can still see all these links. I don't want them to see anything but this top section. So I'm going to go to Settings, Course Administration, Edit Settings. And in the Edit Course Settings window, I'm going to scroll down and say number of weeks or topics 0. And I'll show you what that does. We'll save the changes. Voila! With editing turned off, which students do not see editing, this is what they see. You can fancy that up with pictures and other information that you want, but see how students can now get to everything they need. And they just click back on the name of the class to go back to the home page, go to assignments, click on their assignment, there's their information. Now how do you as the teacher make edits? Well, you can turn editing on and you can see everything. So you can put more resources in there and add them down here if you need to. And you can put as much as you want because the students will never see it, because these are invisible to the students. Turn editing off, and this is all the students see. Okay, that is another method for preventing all the scrolling and organizing your web page in a little bit more of a fashion where the students don't have to do so much scrolling.